Developing this morning, 34-year-old Josue Garriga, now arrested, the former Jacksonville sheriff's officer accused of inappropriate behavior with a 17-year-old child. And we know the investigation happened out of Clay County. Joining us this morning, our crime and safety expert, Jefferson. Good morning. We appreciate you being here with us.
Sure.
So when you hear of an officer essentially, allegedly, violating the trust of the public, what is your take? How do you rebuild that when you're hearing about officers being arrested?
Yeah, you know, as you just said, it immediately triggers a breach of trust. A person that is sworn to serve and to protect the public, now they have breached that trust by committing a crime. And it was an ongoing crime because it was something that started early in the month and it continued on. And then people look at the sheriff's office or a law enforcement agency in general as, okay, they've got criminals working with guns and badges. That's the immediate impression. But I can't impress upon you enough, Louis, that this is just a small fragment of the good work that the men and women do every day.
And it's human beings, it's human nature. We have things that happen, and it's why we report on them, and also the good, the bad, and the ugly. I wonder, now, he has been not implicated, probably isn't the right word, involved in a number of issues between Lakeem Wood's arrest, Jamee Johnson, that shooting, but vindicated and cleared in all of these things. However, when you look at previous cases that he was involved in, does this impact that? Does this arrest impact previous cases investigations?
And that's a great question. They are going to look at everything that he's been involved with, even though he's been exonerated on several things, but they're going to look at things prior to the exoneration or exonerated cases that he's been involved with. They've got a microscope on him now, even though he's incarcerated or been arrested, and he's being held on a $375,000 bond, I believe it is. They're going to look at everything that he's ever been involved with now, just to see if there's any kind of things that he did wrong or things that were not reported, because there may be other victims out there.
Certainly, and I know Clay County is asking for that information, but in a bigger picture sort of situation, this could really ask questions for parents with children who have social media, that have apps, that may be interacting with people they shouldn't be interacting with. I mean, there's some things that we can learn from this and glean from this as families. What do you tell mama and daddy, grandmama, guardian out there, kids that are of a sensitive age that have a lot of these apps?
Stay on top of your kids' activity. You know, place a computer in your home in a common area where you can always see where they are, what they're doing. But you know, every kid now has a cell phone, so you have to limit what they can do, their ability on these cell phones. Take away the internet, take away certain apps that they can download, because the predators are preying on these vulnerable children, you know, underage children.
And it's interesting, and it's topical, and it's timely right now, considering Governor Ron DeSantis just signing into law a new social media bill limiting the ages that kids can be using social media. Jefferson, we're going to get much more takes from him in about 30 minutes time, in fact.